You know what that means? We're doing a pregame show for the Bulls as they face the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to get into it, have some fun, talk some shit right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What it do, Bulls fans, man? Listen, Chicago Bulls face the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm sure like many people, I do not know what to expect in this game to save my life. Like, I have no idea what to expect. Dope hat just sitting right here. I just don't know what to expect when it comes to the Chicago Bulls team, man. I mean, we know that this team can play great. This team can come in and look really good against a Milwaukee Bucks team that's a legit championship level team. They can also come in and lay a complete goose egg. Like, you just never know with this team. And the team is 11-11, I think, when it comes to teams above 500. And they're like 3 and something against teams that are below 500. It's really crazy, man. L says the Bulls will blow out the Bucks. Oh, man, one can hope, bro. One can hope. Alvaro Salas Jr. says, what's up, bro? Huge fan. Well, thank you, bro. We're family here. I don't have fans. I'm not at the level to have fans. We don't have fans. We're family. If you enjoy the show, if you rock with us, you in the building, you officially family. We don't do fans here, bro. We just don't do that. But I appreciate you being a big supporter. Appreciate you being here and hope that you stick around and find enjoyment in the content. Smear60 says, my guy Haize, what's going on, little brother? My other little brother, Steve-O, says, I'm not going to lie. If they competitive tonight, it's going to piss me off because now I think you're playing games. I feel you. I feel you, man. Smear60 says, I can tell you have a lot of love for your boy, Pat. You talking about Pat the designer? Or are you talking about Patrick Williams? Like, which Pat you talking about? And then why do you say that? So I got you two questions there. Which Pat you talking about? And then what makes you say that? What's good, Haize? Hoping for a win, but I don't see it coming. I mean, hey, listen, this team has played very well against teams that are better than them. So let's hope that continues. But I mean, I can understand it's hard to give much hope for this team. Definitely hard. What up, Haize? Hopefully the Bulls come out on top today. I mean, one can hope. One can hope. We can hope and pray. Wish I would be a fan of this colorful bastard. That's stupid, bro. Bulls will take the L tonight, but show heart. I mean, I don't give a damn. Like, they can take an L and show heart. That don't tell me shit because you didn't have heart every game. Like, I don't really know how to, like, wins tell me nothing with this team unless it's like wins in a row. Like, right now, the Bulls are 3-1 in their last 4. If, for example, they were to go like 6-2 in over the course of the 8 games, all right, that would start telling me something. But the game in, game out thing, it don't tell me nothing anymore, man. MC Season says, what's good, Brody? How you been? I'm good, bro. I'm in here. I'm in here. Y'all see the new Bulls drip, by the way? Y'all see the new Bulls drip? And the new Bulls shirt. I love this shirt, fam. I love this shirt. I randomly walked by this shirt. I wasn't even looking for sports shit. You know, they have the little kiosk in the middle of the mall, and I was walking by, and it just caught my eye. I was like, I gotta cop this. So that's how I got the shirt. How you think DeMar and Zach going to do tonight? I have no idea, bro. Like real talk, I don't know how to predict this team anymore. DeMar may very well get 33 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and we may still get blown out by 26 points. I have no idea, right? Zach LaVine could have 30 points, and we could still get blown out by 25 points. I don't know. And you know, at this point, I don't care about the individual performances. I really don't give a shit. I care about the dubs. Let's get a dub. I don't care if it takes Tony Bradley to go off for 56 points. If it comes in a Bulls dub, that's all I care about. Can we get some wins in this bitch? That's what I care about. With the Bucks missing their second and third best players, Bulls should win. But the Bulls are missing 2 key players to their energy, though. That's the thing. No Middleton, no Holiday, no DJJ, no Caruso. Exactly. Marjon Beauchamp has his coming out party and breaking. So, bro, that's exactly what could happen, right? Is that it's Marjon Beauchamp that literally goes off and hits like 6 of 8 3-pointers to seal the Bulls. Like, it'd be something like that. or Pat Connaughton or Jordan Nwora. It would be somebody like that. Wouldn't even surprise me. Thanasis Antetokounmpo goes off for a career high 46 points. It's going to be something like that. Corey Barnes, I'll consider it a win if the Bulls rotate on defense, show heart, and keep it within 10. I feel you there. I was talking about Pat the designer, and I say this because whenever you talk about it, you always sing his praises, and on Locked On Bulls, he's always making you laugh. Pat's my dude. Like, Pat is like my little brother. And for those that don't know, and I don't mean to make this sappy, right? Some of you guys know, I lost my little brother about 8 years ago. He was murdered in St. Louis. He wasn't my actual blood brother. We were technically cousins, but that was like my brother. And Pat reminds me so much of Terrence, which is my little brother's name, that I think like I have a kinship with Pat. Don't get me wrong though. Pat be annoying the shit out of me, especially with that random ass laugh. But that's my dude. That's my guy. That's literally my guy. Zach LaVine pissed me off after the last game because what he said after the game, who the hell Chicago Bulls think they are, taking any team for granted. Well, it shouldn't just be Zach LaVine that pisses you off then. The whole team took the Houston Rockets for granted. Zach just verbalized it, which is still frustrating, but the whole team did that. They all need to be held accountable. Every member of this team needs to line up and be smacked, open hand smacked, because they all deserve it, because they all playing like some. I seriously almost titled today's video, "The bitch-ass Chicago Bulls face off against the Milwaukee Bucks." I literally almost titled it that. There's a thumbnail in existence with that title on it, because that is almost what I titled the video. And then I realized YouTube would have dinged the shit out of me. And I didn't title it that. Bro, why didn't we sign Bobo when he was on the Windy City Bulls? I mean, he was performing well. We could have gave him a chance instead of signing Tony Bradley. As Bobo was trash then. And it's trash. Keep in mind, he's been through a few teams, so it's not like it was just. But the problem that I have in that is the Bulls did not learn their lesson, because I think McCord Maker could be that as well. And he went to another team. What was he on, like a Exhibit 10 contract? It didn't work out. But I really do look at McCord Maker as a player that may not have the impact of a Bowl, but I guarantee you he's going to be on an NBA roster in the next 3 years, and we're going to be having the same conversation. Guaranteed. Ricky says, is that the new camera? The shit is, yes. So this is the 12K camera. It's being downscaled to 1080p, so it makes it look super crisp. Which shout out to Ricky for figuring that out. But yeah, so this is the 12K camera. I'm going to actually film a video in 12K soon, and then I'm going to post it in 12K just to see what happens. But yeah, so this is the 12K camera that I've literally been sitting on for forever. Super chat from L. Thank you, bro, for supporting the channel. The fact that we're worse than the Knicks make me want to strangle this team. Bro, I feel you. Definitely feel you. From Australians are free says the Paul has a job to do today. Never going to shut down Giannis, but you got to limit him, Pat. Well, I'll say this, right? Pat has done some good jobs defensively on Giannis at times, right? To make him kind of be inefficient in quarters. I don't think he's ever done it for a full game. But the thing that Pat also has to do is Pat has to hit his shots and be more aggressive offensively, because he cannot allow Giannis to be able to rotate on DeMar or Zach. If he has to make Giannis stick him. Was that a pause moment? And if he does not do that, it's going to make the defensive job so much easier on this Milwaukee Bucks team. Caruso's out. No way in hell we win this. Well, remember people were saying that when Zach LaVine was out at the beginning of the season against the Miami Heat too. Anything's possible. This team is extremely hard to read. It was easier last year, even in the second half of the season. Agreed with you. Completely agree with you. Tony and 5'6" don't even sound right. 56 don't even sound right. Yeah, I know it doesn't, right? Bulls by 10, but on a real note, serious question. If Vooch for Ayton could work, would you go with it? We could lose Vooch for nothing. Ayton, Drummond in Phoenix. Well, it's not. It's going to take more than that, because keep in mind, the Phoenix Suns could put DeAndre Ayton on the trade block and get at least 3 first-round picks immediately. So it's going to take more than Vooch. But let's say, just to entertain your idea, if the Phoenix Suns were open to a deal that was the core was built around Vooch, and the Bulls maybe gave up their 20, I don't think they can trade another first-round pick into 2026 6 or 7. Let's say the Vooch, the Portland pick, the pick in 2027, Kobe. I don't know what else to make the contracts work. You need a little bit more to still make the contracts work. If the Phoenix Suns were willing to take that, you take that deal and you run away. You hang up the phone, you file the paperwork to the NBA office, you drive to Phoenix or fly to Phoenix, you tie DeAndre Ayton up, hog tie him, you throw him on a plane, you send Vooch on a boat to Phoenix, which I don't even think you can get to Phoenix by boat. You send him on a boat to Phoenix and you just run with it. DeAndre Ayton is not that much off from Vooch as far as skill set, but he's extremely younger. He fits the timeline. He's even better defensively. He's still not the best player defensively. You take that deal, you run with it, and you 5 years later call the Phoenix Suns and be like, hey, man, remember when we robbed you? Yeah, how's Kobe working out for you? Oh, he's averaging 25 and 7? Oh, that's good, but we still got DeAndre Ayton. Samir60 says, sorry to hear about that, but glad to hear you have good friendship with Pat. He seems like a nice guy. Oh, Pat's a good dude. He's corny as shit, but Pat's a good dude. Pat's a really good dude, man. All jokes aside, man. When I was in Chicago and I actually got to kick it with Pat in person, I think that solidified it because me and Pat kicked it. And we drank, and yeah, Pat's a good dude, man. All jokes aside, I throw some shit his way, but Pat's a real good dude. His laugh sounds like low-pitched dolphin from, wow, MC. That's crazy, bro. Who knows? Maybe Houston was just a bump in this thing, can still be turned around, not for a deep playoff run, but rather style of play for the rest of the year. Let's hope we play hard tonight, man. That's from Nick Tolliver. Nick, where's the content at, bro? Where's the content? But outside of that, I agree with you. Like, and that's what I said in one of the pre-recorded videos, is that it's so much easier right now as a Bulls fan base to believe in the losses more than you believe in the wins. The Bulls team won 3 games in a row, and we lost 1 game to a 9-23 team, and people forget, me included, that we just won 3 in a row, right? But the way that this team plays, you believe the losses more than you believe the wins, and that's a problem. Now, let's say that Houston Rockets win was a blip, and the Bulls win the next 2 in a row. At that point, then you're 5-1 in your last 6. You'll take that, right? So, I mean, it's not all over, but we'll see. What happened last week? I remember you said something happened to you before the game, but it wasn't there. If you don't mind, oh, it's real personal. I'm not going to get into that, but it's I'm not going to get into it. That's all. I'll leave it at that. Not only Zach, the whole fucking team sound dumb as hell. Smack the fuck out of all they ass, including coaching. They bitch at. That's listen. They need to hire Goon to just be in the locker room and give the halftime speeches. If y'all ever heard my auntie leave a voicemail, you know, like I guarantee you, she's gone off on people in her life that she's motivated and made feel like shit at the same time, because Goon don't play, but she be on point. So I guarantee if they hire Goon right now to give the halftime speeches to this team, we'd win 10 in a row. I can guarantee you that right now. Lando's Milkman says Pat Connaughton going off for 30 points with 10 3-pointers incoming. Bro, that's crazy. Coochie Kill. Wow. First of all, you brought the name Coochie Killer on the channel where we talk about the choking stroke, but I'm gonna leave that alone. I like the 12K camera. It looked better. It's dope. Like I tell you what, so the first time I got this camera, and when I realized, like, okay, I don't know how to use this. No, I know how to use it, but I don't know like how to integrate it into what I do here, because it's so powerful. It's ridiculous. Like, I can zoom in 50 times in this and not lose any clarity. It's crazy. And for those that don't know, the reason why I have a 12K camera is I'm a videographer on the side. I've worked on short films. I film weddings. I've made did I already say that I made short films, documentaries? And I do that. That's like my side business. I have a videography and photography company called Legacy Visions. And that's why I have this camera. And that's what the camera was more meant for, not necessarily for YouTube. But come on, I got to flex. Now, I do have a new YouTube camera that hasn't been released yet, but I know I'm getting it. And that'll be over on the other set. But my live streaming set, I think I might always keep the 12K camera for live streams, because this is crisp as shit. Like, and it even, the motion of it just, it looks, it's sick. It's sick. I love this camera. Ricky Fontaine says Bobo's game didn't change, opportunity did. That's, I can understand that. I can definitely understand where you're coming from with that. Anthony Johnson says, let's go Bulls. Chicago in the building, Southside. Southside also, we in here. Shout out to the Southside. I think the reason they didn't announce the Billy extension early is because they knew the whole city, hell, the whole state of Illinois would be knocking on their front door. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, is this, right? It's just interesting because they have to file paperwork with the league offices when you extend a player or a coach. You have to. And that's usually when it gets released. And so it's just weird that not even the league leaked it. Like, it's the whole way that Billy Donovan extension got released to the public. It's just, you rarely hear situations like that in the NBA. It's crazy. And I don't know what the mindset behind it was. Man said he said send Vooch to Phoenix on a boat. Yeah, absolutely. Send him on a boat. No, Middleton is not playing tonight, brother. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat, so I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just behind on the chat. We need to stop getting our asses kicked to wake up and look like something. Just go out there and play Bulls back. That's the thing. This team is not a Bulls basketball. Like, when you look at the brand of basketball this team plays, this is not a Chicago Bulls team. And by that, I mean by play style. The best, hell, even the barely good Chicago Bulls teams all played with heart. All of them. All of them. Even the 3 alpha season in which we all were frustrated at that season. They still had heart. This team has no fucking heart at all, and it's frustrating. Not gonna lie, Locked On episode this morning had me on the floor, dog. First of all, because I forgot to cut out the part. So for those that watch Locked On Bulls, there was a section in which my internet went out on Locked On Bulls. And so Pat was kind of just sitting on his phone chilling. And I forgot to cut that part out because I forgot it happened. And so it was up for about 20 minutes, that episode, without that part cut out. And literally when I came back, my internet working, I think I flicked Pat off. I think me and Pat talked some shit. I think there was even like a bitch in it, a bitch thrown in there a couple of times. Like, if we ever get the clearance from Locked On to make a separate channel and release the outtakes from the episode, I guarantee you that channel has 10,000 subscribers in 2 weeks, because me and Pat's outtakes are funnier than the show. Like, literally every time, for just an inside scoop, every time me and Pat start off any conversation, it usually starts with an insult. V-Dog, yo, Haize, if you're marketing Arturas, would you sell off your can? Because according to Chris Haynes, Acme isn't looking to sell a lot of people. They're not looking to make big changes, just more fluidity to the squad. No, I think that's the play. I've said that before. A complete rebuild doesn't make sense. As much as some Bulls fans want to see it, it doesn't make sense. I do think that they should look into options of one of the big three, especially if you don't know for sure you're extending Vooch. You should explore options. Now, I'm not saying you should necessarily just take whatever's out there, but you should be exploring your options. But I do think a retool or a remodel, as I worded it on today's episode, has always been more likely. Anthony Johnson says we still got plenty of games left in the season for the Bulls to finish top 5. Yes, technically we do, but you can have all the games ahead of you want. If you're playing like a bunch of bitches, it's not going anywhere. And right now, this team, outside of some stretches, keep in mind, even in our 3-game winning streak, 2 of those games came down to last-second shots. As long as this team is playing like a bunch of hoes, it's hard to believe they're going to turn it around. Now, if they start playing with that heart consistently, all right, now we in a different story. But this team is playing like a bunch of bitches right now. And as long as that keeps happening, and Zach LaVine wants to be the basketball version of Drake, it's going to be tough to believe it's going to happen. They got to show us. They definitely got to show us. Yes, Drew Holiday is also out. Raffaello, he's also out. Next year, I see the Bulls signing Maker, Justin Lewis, EJ Liddell, and have Marco fight for the backup power forward spot. Well, you need to fix your vision, Reginald. Because first of all, Justin Lewis, he's going to come back. McCord Maker, I hope so. EJ Liddell, I don't think the Pelicans are going to let go of EJ Liddell. Now, I know they never officially signed him to his deal, but I do think they're going to take every opportunity. And as far as Marco right now is fighting for his life. Like Marco is fighting to be noticed. I don't even think Billy Donovan knows who the hell Marco Simonovic is. Every time Marco Simonovic walks into a Bulls practice, Billy Donovan looks at him dead in his face and be like, oh, you're a tall ball boy. Like, where do we get this tall ass ball boy from? He plays for us? You play for the Bulls? How long have you been? You've been here 2 years? That's Billy Donovan every time he sees Marco Simonovic. Every single time. Hell yeah, we don't play Bulls basketball because they don't make blue-collar players anymore. And when they do, the Memphis Grizzlies snatches them all. That's a great point, Ricky. Brandon L. Jet, you hear that Locked On Bulls, run that paperwork. I'm telling you, man. We just got to get the authorization. That's all. Lee Education James says 49 games left at this point. I don't even care if they show hard. They need to band together 4 to 5 wins in a row before I'm confident in this core again. I'm right there with you, brother. Right there with you. Is it still possible to get Noah out of retirement just to be in the Udonis Haslem role? No. Noah's done playing basketball. He does have a role in the organization, but he's done playing basketball. No fucking heart. They have I don't give a fuck attitude, period, and I'm sick. Like, they haven't earned enough. Like, for example, the Golden State Warriors, they've been so-so this season for them. But I truly believe in that team probably around the All-Star break. Probably after the All-Star break, they're going to turn it on. They're going to win 10, 12 games in a row. I believe in that because they have shown that and the ability to do that for years. The Chicago Bulls, it's hard to believe that they're going to do that because it's tough. Zach's barber be pissed. Listen, Zach been holding on to that hairline. If you look at Zach LaVine's hairline and how far it's gone back in the years that he's been here, hey, his barber's fighting for the life. Right? Like, Zach LaVine literally probably sits in his barber chair and be like, hey, man, you ain't pushing me back none. And his barber probably be looking like, I ain't pushed you back. Mother Nature pushed you back, bitch. Like, that's literally what Zach's barber be stressing, bro. I guarantee you every time Zach LaVine call him and be like, yeah, I'm coming in at 9 today. It's game day. I got to be fresh. Zach barber be like, shit, I gotta try to hold on to I got to try to maintain this motherfucker's hairline. What the fuck? I guarantee it every single time. Every time. The Chicago Bulls are a perfect example of do as I say, not as I do, because they say the right stuff, but they barely show it. Jake, I completely agree with you. And I'm tired. They try to gaslight the shit out of us, right? They say all the right things. Those things don't ever come to fruition, ever. And I see a gap between one of my sound panels. I'm gonna have to fix that during the game. But yeah, they don't show the things that they be talking about. It's crazy. Do Billy Donovan in the baby voice asking, oh, wait, hold on.
Who's that tall ball boy? What? He plays for us? You play here in Chicago, Illinois? What's your name? Marco. I've never heard of you. I've never heard of you. Marco Simonovic? You a bitch? Are you so you can shoot? Okay, cool. You can shoot the ball real good? All right, cool. I'm going to send you down to the Windy City Bulls, and I'm probably going to forget about you before you come back up again.
That's Billy Donovan every time he sees Marco Simonovic. Not going to lie, I won't be surprised if Zach asked for a trade request. He seems like the type of dude to do that. I don't know if I feel that way. If he's the type to request a trade, I think he's the type to bitch and moan. And if he was the one to trade, I don't think Zach LaVine has the balls to walk into A.K. Eversley's office and be like, yeah, I want to be traded. I think he's the type that will bitch, will complain, will start fights with coaches, stuff like not actual physical fights, but he won't do it. I don't see Zach having the balls to walk in somebody's office and be like, yeah, I need out. I just don't see it. Or he'll send Rich Paul to do it, right? I see Caruso's out. Should we be worried about this game? By the way, I'm on my way to the game. Not sure if I should be excited or scared to watch. A mixture of both there, Sydney. But yes, Caruso is out. Should we be worried? You should be worried about every game because this Bulls team is a bunch of bitches. Steve-O says, 4 to 5 games. I need a solid month and a half for me to lift my grace upon thee. That is hilarious. That's funny. King says, you can tell the way this team is going to play from the opening tip. They get down early. They can call it. Yeah, mine's is slowly going back. I'm sad. One thing that I can say that I'm blessed to be is that I still have my original hairline. My hair may be thinning some, but I still got my original hairline, so I'm not mad at that. Facts. I never understood the fans that say, how do we lose to the Knicks? We're legit worse than them. Yeah, they're a better team than us right now. That's not even, they're a better team. They cut Zach's shit with a hot ass spoon. Wow. That's crazy. That's wild. What y'all laughing? Y'all laughing at Smear 6 or you laughing at me? I honestly believe Billy don't even know he's on the team. For Marco, probably not. Probably not. Believe in the Bulls. 2023 is our year. Hey, man, from your mouth to God's ears, fam. West Burbs is Ramina's burner account. That's funny. I'm not going back to Bulls games no more until they show me they got heart. I'm not going to keep spending all my money to see this BS ass fucking Bulls trash. Fuck them. Wow. Goon just went in. Definitely just went in. Bulls Daily says trade Debo for Kyle Kuzma. Oh, I've missed this one. Super hot fire. Super hot fire. All right. Would you trade DeRozan for Kuzma? I would have done that. I would have done the Grant trade last. No, I wouldn't have done the Grant trade. Especially not. It was talking about including people. I wouldn't have done the Grant trade. But DeRozan for Kuzma. Man. They would have to give us more than Kuzma. They would really have to give us more than Kuzma. Give us Kuzma and Denny, which they're never gonna do. Then I'll do it. But we'll see. I don't even think that'll be a thing, but it is what it is. Out of all the media personalities on all the big sports networks, Stephen A. hairline is the worst. Hey, he's holding on to it. He's definitely holding on to it. He's fighting for his life right now. King says they're going to make us all confused again and beat the Bucks. Oh, I have no doubts on it, right? If that happens, I wouldn't even be surprised. How do you feel about Vooch trade to the Nets for Seth Curry and some other Seth Curry? The last thing we need is more guards. We don't need no more guards. We're not, you're trading a big for a guard? No, fam. No, that's not going to do it. That's not going to. Marcus Couch is in the building. The OG. Shout out to the OG. What's going on, Marcus? Haize, do you think Caruso is a liability on our team? Dude plays with so much heart and hustle that he's hurt a lot of the time. No, he's not a liability. I mean, that's just his play style, right? But no, I don't think he's a liability because when he's in the game, he leads our team in plus minus. That's how the type of impact he has, even though he's not a big time shooter or scorer. No, I don't think he's a liability at all. Yo, that dude for the Boston Celtics, last name White, I think his hairline is way back. Michelin Ness throwback hair. There's a lot of bad hairlines in the league right now. A lot of bad hairlines in the league. A lot of them. A lot of bad hairlines in the league. Desmond Bane is on the precipice of a bad league hairline as well. It's just the shape of his head makes you realize that his hair, makes you forget that his hairline is on a slope. But Desmond Bane's hairline is trash as well. Now, he's having a hell of a season, but he's super young to be having that hairline, fam. What is he, like 23 years old? He's 24 with a 44-year-old hairline. That's tough. That's definitely tough. Chris Middleton got a whack-ass hairline. Like, there's a bunch of bad hairlines in the league, man. Bunch of them. -9 in the hairline, plus minus. That's hilarious. Bulls Daily says, I'm still trying to breathe from you baking Trey Young hair that one day. Listen, man, That's what you get here with on this. Like, we don't just keep it sports. I'm gonna talk like that's how we have fun here, man. Mr. Bad Guy, when you millions a year, your hairline. No, fuck all that. That's just like KD saying him being ashy shit. Like, you can be rich, but morally corrupt and broke as shit. Money don't make everything. I make amazing money. Right now, I could take off work for a year and a half and never have to worry about money. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. You making, if anything, it makes it worse. You make entirely too much money for your hairline to be in the Stone Age. Like, you make too much money for that. Too much money to be ashy. Too much money for KD not to own a brush, bro. Like, come on, fam. Like, brushing KD hair is like old girl from Crooklyn. That may be a deep cut for you guys. That shit deep, fam. It's deep. Pat dropping 30. From your mouth to God's ears, Ammo. I hope that happens, bro. LOL, I grew up mild conscious making fun of Trey the other day. I don't have no conscience. It is what it is. Kevin Durant don't even brush his shit. He making $40 million a year. It's crazy, right? It's wild. It's wild. Trey Young hair looked like a newborn Cocker Spaniel. No, Trey Young hair, literally, I told you guys, if you took just a neck and then you took a nutsack, a hairy nutsack, and put it on that neck and drew a face, that's Trey Young. Every single time. If KD start brushing his hair, it's going to start bleeding. It's too late. Hey, bro, that's a fact. That is a fact. That shit crazy, man. Nothing worse than the Carlos Boozer spray paint hair. Oh, no, he spray painted his whole entire head. That was embarrassing. But no, man, I'm sorry. Like, at least he was trying to cover some shit up. And that's like the LeBron shit. Like, LeBron literally he gaslight himself. Because you remember when when LeBron posted that thing, he was like, oh, y'all thought I was bald? Nigga, because you were just bald. We know you just went and bought that. We know for a fact you just went out and bought that. LeBron and Tory Lanez go to the same hair plant surgeon. Well, Tory Lanez ain't going there no more because he's about to be in jail. But LeBron and Tory Lanez go to the same hair plant surgeon. They get those hair plugs at least twice a month. There's no way in hell with all the traveling and sweating LeBron does that those hair plugs are sticking. He gets those mugs reimplanted at least twice a month. You can't tell me no different. That's crazy, man. That's wild. LeBron got that. You know the shit that women do? What is it called? Microblading, when they get like their eyebrows permanently arched and it's like a tattoo. That's what LeBron needs to get for his hair. It's crazy, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild. You know the Bulls ain't doing good when I come into the chat. We talking about Boozer hair spray. Hey, that's funny, man. That is hilarious. What? Cats be licking Trey Young head when he sleep. What does that even mean? What? Wow. I mean, it's accurate though. I can definitely see what you mean with that, but wow, that's crazy. I hope we don't lose this one, but we might lose the game. I mean, yeah, listen, this is the Chicago Bulls you're talking about. We can lose any game. 5 of you guys in the chat right now with the right game plan can beat the Chicago Bulls. I guarantee it. I'm not speechless often. There's not much that people can really do that gets me speechless. But that Tory Lanez looks like Amber Rose with testosterone treatment. I'm done. I'm gonna let you know right now. That did me in. That's a wild take, fam. Wow. Haize, how many dribbles you think DeMar pulls this game? 3,562. Sounds about right. And about 56,000 pump fakes as well. It's bound to happen. I was about to do something real offensive, but I'm sure it's going to get me canceled, so I'm just going to stop. I had this picture I was about to use, but I'm not even going to use it. That was too much even for me. I was about to do way too much. So I'm just going to leave it there. Should I post it? No, I'm not going to do it. But all I'm going to say is there's a midget or small person that is a Jason Momoa imitator, and it looks just like Trey Young. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to let you guys do your own research on that. But that's I'm going to leave that there. What type of game do you think Zach LaVine? Bro, I have no effing idea, Debo. Bro, I don't. Like I said, I can't really predict anything with this team anymore. I have no idea. What is happening to Tom Thibodeau? That is hilarious, man. That's funny. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, man. That is hilarious, man. That's funny. That's crazy. Woo. Man, Lord knows I have to protect myself from being canceled all the time, man. Haize, the dude from High School Musical, will give the Bulls buckets. Oh, I wouldn't have no doubt on it, man. Who got the worst hairline in the league? LeBron, by far. Like LeBron's hairline is terrible. Like, let's be clear here. Every black man fears waking up with LeBron's hairline. Like, at least Trey Young has hair, right? He just don't go to the barber. If he got a nice little taper and stuff like that, he'll be cool, right? Fade out the sides, cut down the top a little bit, do the little curly. He don't need to sponge his hair, throw some water in it, he good. LeBron, there's no hope for. Every black man's fear when it comes to their hairline is LeBron. When they was doing the little bat signal on LeBron's hair, like this bald spot, that is every black man's fear in America, is LeBron's hairline. So, yeah, no, it is what it is there, man. It is what it is. That's all I'll say. It kind of is what it is. So I'm not going to use the picture I was originally going to use because like I said, it would have definitely got me canceled. But y'all can't tell me. You can't tell me shit. So this ain't Trey Young in drag? That's not Trey Young in drag? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Why are we talking about Trey Young right now? I have no idea. But I'm going to leave it alone. Did Pat tell you the story of him and Trey Young's barber? No. That's crazy. That's wild. LeBron got LaRug on his head. That's hilarious, man. That's funny. Why did I just do that? See, I'm going to hell. I would really be trying to save my soul. Y'all do not at all want my soul to be saved. It just, y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want my soul to be saved. I see how y'all do me, man. It's cool, though. It's cool. It's cool. Pat the Designer's in the building says, no cap, I'm not opposed to buying your hair back if you got the money, but Bronze looked like he went to Rent a Center. It makes too much money. Too much money. Pat says, send him the link. Hold on, let me send Pat the link. Give me 1 second. Damn, when's the last time Pat was on a show or on Chicago Bulls Central? Give me 1 second, Pat. Come on. Why is my internet moving slow? There he goes. All right, let me get my headphones. I just sent it to you, Pat. That's funny, man. Tell me, is that Trey Young daddy? That's not Trey Young daddy? Y'all lying to me if you say that's not Trey Young daddy. That's not Trey Young's daddy right there? You can't tell me if you mix that and this, you don't get Trey Young. That and this equals Trey Young. That is what it is, man. I'm telling you, it is what it is. You can't tell me nothing. I don't care what nobody say. Like that is what it is, man. Like something like Trey Young look like Jack Harlow thinks he is. Like Jack Harlow thinks he's black. Him and Trey Young got the same hair. It's wild, bro. It's wild. What up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Hey, yo, so the Trey Young barber story. By the way, we finna get cooked tonight. The Trey Young barber story. I end up, my brother get his hair cut by this dude who used to live out in Atlanta. And so, for some reason, we just started baking Trey Young's hair. We was like, hey, yo, I don't know who Buddy Barber is, but Buddy is trash. He should have fired immediately, bro. I mean, like, dog, it's terrible. And Buddy was like, man, I used to cut Trey Young hair when we was back out in Atlanta. You can only work with what you got. Bro, he was he was like, if you notice though, his lining be crispy. You can't do nothing about the top.
I don't know why he just don't get a taper, bro. Like, do something. Like, he just don't care, bro.
Bro, that man, I don't know what the fro is, but you can see through it. It's like you ever
It's newborn hair, bro.
You ever seen like an old white grandmother when like the hair start to thin out? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Listen,
bro,
you know.
No, Trey Young still definitely has a soft spot like babies do, bro. Like, he's definitely still got. Matter of fact, hold on, we got Trey Young coming through. Trey Young said, "How dare you, motherfuckers?
God.
The gall of you bastards!"
Jesus, bro. Hey, bro, listen, that's had me dying, bro. That man legit. Hey, we was sitting right in that man's face. I'm talking about we was baking the job he did on that man's hair for a solid 25 minutes, bro. we was like, bro, if my barber did that to me, I would fight him immediately after, bro.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
bro.
Man. Trey hair is terrible. But yeah,
bro,
man, it's going to be a tough game tonight, man.
You missed me actually giving you positive props when you were earlier in the stream, too.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I was logged on for that. I ain't going to lie to you.
Wasn't.
I had to work for real today, so I've been asleep for some time.
No, that makes sense. But no, I was just saying how you remind me of my little brother that passed away and why I rock with you as much as I do. So go and check that out later when you get a chance. I talk a lot of shit about you. I gave you some love today.
Hey man, I appreciate it, brother. Blessings, and I'm glad that I can fill that role in any way that I can, man. That loss is unimaginable, so I'm glad that I can be here for you, my guy. You know, we got this moment of brotherly love happening. You still look like your beard's Velcroed on. That's okay.
Oh, damn. This is what we do. Say, how do we go from a positive? Come on, bro. Come on.
We don't know. Hey, listen, I need a lot more therapy. I don't know how to show love like that yet, bro. You know, I gotta throw a jab in there. Yeah, you just can't be straight love, bro. Yeah, I mean, I just laugh. Hey, no, I'm finna get ready to do this live, though. I just had to hop on for that because anytime there's an opportunity to bake Trey Young, I take it. By the way, the Hawks got fleeced in the deal,
in that trade?
Bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Hawks got fleeced. They said, and we're gonna get Cam Reddish next year.
Have fun on your live call, brother.
For sure, bro. For sure. I'll let y'all later.
All right, man. Peace. We just got to update. Trey Young he actually had to update his Avi, and Trey Young said, what trade? Trey Young, hey, listen, Trey, I understand that you're upset right now, fam. But what's happening, man? What happened? Trey Young, Trey, can you tell us what your plan is to rebuild the Atlanta Hawks?
Yeah, man. So what I'm just saying here, Haize, is y'all gonna stop joning on my hair, man. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all in here talking about my hair. I don't appreciate that, Haize. I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out on me, bro. I'm gonna need you to chill out on me, Haize, man. What you doing?
Shut your bitch ass up, Trey Young. But anyway. Oh man. All right. Anyway, that's crazy, man. That's funny. I posted the Trey video in the chat. What Trey video? Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's funny. that's hilarious. When does this game start? We're 10 minutes away from game time. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. I really don't know what to say anymore. Yeah. What do you guys think the score is going to be for this game? I can take these headphones off now. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. That is tough, bro. What time the game come on? It comes on at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Watch the Bulls tonight. The team got to be the most unpredictable team of the season. Agreed with you. My dad's in the building. Dad said, hopefully a big win. Shout out to you, Dad. I got to get my dad on the show too. We got to get Pops on the show. Y'all have to see. Hey, my dad is one of the most avid sports watchers ever. And he pulls out knowledge that just comes out of nowhere. But yeah, I love to see my dad in the building. Whatever the score is, it won't be as ugly as Trey. Taking them W's where we can get them. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, but, you know, Trey is pretty funny looking. Jahad Dean says 117-106 Bulls win. Isaiah Bagley Frazier says 125-115. You got the Bulls or the Bucks being up in that? Wait, hold on. The chat's refreshing super quick. I don't know why, but DeMar has some of his best games against the Bucks. That's actually accurate, except he sucked in the playoffs. What, he had one big game, I think, against the Bucks in the playoffs? Bulls Nation all the way. By the way, what channels will the game be on? Because I'm in New Jersey. I don't know. I watch everything on League Pass. So, Kendall says, real quick, Haize, what are you trying to see from the Bulls tonight? Heart. That's it. Heart. That's all. That's all it takes is heart. That's just what I want to see. Kendall Riviera says, got to get your Pops on. Without him, they ain't no you. Exactly. Oh, without my dad putting the battery on my back, I would have never started this channel. I told you guys before, like, if you guys been around, I tell this story all the time. I kicked around starting a Chicago Bulls podcast, honestly, for probably about 3 or 4 years. And it took one conversation with my dad, me and him talking, and him putting the battery on my back. And I think I started the channel the next week. So yeah, my dad's a big part of what we do around here. Haize, do you still think that we will make the playoffs after the trade deadline? Tyrese, honestly, bro, I can't even call it with this team, bro. I really can't even call it with this team. I don't know. I do think that there's a possibility for that for sure, but I just don't know, man. Bulls, you got to stop doing that, bro. Everybody don't have to live in Chicago to be a Bulls fan. Keep in mind, the Bulls are worldwide because of the dynasty era of the Bulls. The Bulls have fan bases all around. We got to embrace all Bulls fans, bro. I don't like that personally, Bulls Daily. I mean, not say I don't like you or whatever. I'm just saying I don't like when we alienate people just because they may not be in the city. It don't matter where you lived. Hell, I lived in Germany watching Bulls game. We got BKR Sports who lives over in Europe right now, and he's a huge Bulls fan. I don't care where you're from. If you're a real Bulls fan, I'm gonna rock with you, right? The fair weather fans, I can't mess with the fair weather fans. But if you're a real fan, man, listen, I don't care where you from, where you live. Bulls Daily, I don't live in Chicago. Matter of fact, I've never lived. My dad's from Chicago. I've never lived in the city of Chicago, ever. I would love to. That may be in the plans. But so that's why, like, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that, man. If we a playing team, I could see us choking those 2 games hard this season? Oh, for sure. Definitely could be. The Bulls show, Aiden's in the building. He says, damn, from the other side of the planet. Shout out to Aiden, one of my favorite Bulls creators. Shout out to Aiden in the building. Still got to get a collab with you eventually, man. Hold up. If you never live in Chicago, what do you know about Oh, I'm in Chicago all the time. Like I said, my dad's from Chicago. My family is from Chicago, right? My dad born and raised in Chicago. My grandmother still lives out in Chicago. I got uncles in Chicago. I got friends out in Chicago. I was just in Chicago. What was that, like 3 months ago? I'll be back again in February. Like, I'm in Chicago all the time. I know about Chicago. That's not it. That's not a thing. I've been a fan because of my dad. He lived in New Jersey and been a fan since 1988. I started watching games when I grew up in the D Rose era, which was special to me. Agree with you. Completely agree with you. What do you do not want to move to Chicago? I love my city, but unless you got money like that, this city ain't up. Just going to leave it at that. But no, all jokes aside, like it's because as this platform grows, as Locked On Bulls continues to grow and the opportunities that being on the Locked On network provides, that either I'm going to be in Chicago a lot because of just opportunities and access, or I'm going to eventually have to live there. So Dysfunctional says, I grew up with Luau Deng and Nocioni. Oh, for sure, bro. That Nocioni's heart would do some wonders on this team right now. Jihad Dean says, Haize, as a young man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you too, brother. Appreciate all you guys, man. Brendan just says, born and raised in Chicago, but currently live in Southern California. My dad lives in Oxnard. How far are you from Oxnard, Brandon? But all right, we're going to go ahead and get ready to shut down the stream. I will be back at halftime to talk about this game and everything like that. Make sure you guys are tuned in for that. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, we're still on our path to 10,000 subscribers. We've passed 9,700, so where are we at as far as the path to 10K? Let's see. Give me 1 second. We're about 283 away from our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys get in there, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But that is it. I'll catch you guys at halftime and at the post-game show. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red. Let's get this dub. Even though I don't have very much confidence in it, let's get the dub. Peace, y'all.